What is going on, everybody? This is Dave and welcome back to Wolves A. We're on to the final day of the season and it's time for you guys to find out if we've got automatic promotion or we're going to have to settle for the playoffs. As you saw in the last episode, we beat Birmingham quite convincingly, but we had quite a difficult run of fixtures and ending it with one of the promotion hopefuls, Sunderland. So we're going to go and check out how we've been getting on. Make sure you smash the like button if we could hit another 60 likes as always. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and make sure that notification bell is ticked so you're not going to miss out on any of the future episodes of this series. So we continued after our 2-0 win against Birmingham with a very good 4-2 win over Bolton. We're 3-0 up within the first 9 minutes. Barry Douglas, Willy Bolly and Dominic Calvert-Lewin giving us the goals. However, Bolton got themselves back in the game. 2 goals, George Williams and Adam Lafondra scoring. Dominic Calvert-Lewin then made it 4-2 just to put the game sort of beyond any doubt. And then Adam Lafondra actually won a penalty but missed it in the 97th minute. So the game finished 4-2. A game that was very convincing for us. We sort of sat back a little bit once we had that 2 or 3 goal lead. And Bolton, as you can see by the stats, sort of just came at us. But overall, a very, very solid 3 points. And our charge for automatic promotion still goes on. Then we came on to this game against side Sheffield Wednesday, who are really struggling in the league at the moment. We changed it up a little bit. We gave Ndai and De Silva Lopez the chance to play with each other. We also brought Bonatini to start again, but we ended up winning this 4-3. And what a game this was. We left it very, very late. We went 1-0 down. Gary Hooper just after the half-hour mark scoring for Sheffield Wednesday. Cavallero equalised after the break, but Tom Lees put Sheffield Wednesday ahead again. So we were 2-1 down at this point, and then 2 late goals from us. Dominic Calvert-Lewin making it 2-2, and then Cavallero in the 88th minute making it 3-2. But Fernando Forestieri scored an equaliser, which would have been a massive point for Sheffield Wednesday in the 91st minute. However, Calvert-Lewin again in the 93rd minute, getting us all 3 points. What a game this was, 60% almost for the possession, 26 shots on goal. Now, that means we've got a 100% record in the last 3 games. Is that enough to get an automatic promotion spot? Well, no, it's not quite enough. Unfortunately, Sunderland haven't dropped any points. If we win today against Sunderland, we'll just be 1 point behind them, but not enough to get automatic. So we're going to be mixing the team up a lot today to ensure all the boys are fit for the game the next game in the playoffs, where at the moment we can play either Blues, Hull or Fulham, because there's only 1 point in it, or even Ipswich are an outsider. So I mean, our form against those particular teams, Blues, Hull, Fulham and Ipswich, obviously we beat Blues in the last episode. We lost to Hull recently, but we got a thrilling win against Fulham last time as well, didn't we? 4-3. Ipswich beat us the last time though, but we did beat them earlier on in the season. I mean, a lot of us, they'll go either way, because we beat Hull and lost to Blues. Well, we got a draw against Hull, but lost to Blues earlier in the season, and so on. So it'll be very interesting either way, but I'm very confident if we can, whoever we get, we're going to do well. And obviously in the next episode, we'll have both of those semi-final games. I'm already looking to get a few players in, new signings for next season, whether we are in the Premier League or the Championship. I think once we know what division we're in, it will be a lot easier for us. But today we are going to give quite a number of players chances. So this is quite interesting, the hierarchy and stuff like that. Connor Cody's moved up into a nice team leader's position now. Highly influential players. We've got Akimi, Doherty, Cavallero and Ndai, and even Jota now up there as well. And one thing that I've only just found out, if you click on this, you can see who likes you and who doesn't like you. But luckily I've got the support of a number of key players, obviously Neves and John Ruddy, Trincao, Watson and Bennett as well there, and Cody as well, who he thinks he'll play well with, and so on as well. So that's quite a good thing that I've never really seen before. He thinks he'll have everyone loves Connor Cody for some reason, don't they? So core social group, as you can see, we've brought a couple of more players into the senior squad, Morgan, Gibbs White and Trincao, who may well feature today. But the core social group, it's split again into 2 slightly, but overall it's still very, very good that we're not scattered with about 4 or 5 different social groups. But nonetheless, we're going to jump into it. Final game of the season. As I say, it's been an eventful season. We played so well at the start of the year, and we've just gone downhill a little bit, but we're going to be hoping we can end on a high. We have changed the team up a lot, but we'll see what some of these players can do, if they can prove themselves to keep a place in this team for next year. So here we are with the teams for today's game. We'll start off with Sunderland, who look like they may have gone sort of full strength. There's no need for them not to now. So Aidan McGeady will start up front for them. Not up front, on the left wing for them. Honeyman and Watmore with Lewis Graben just in front. Jack Rodwell and Williams through the middle. Timon, Galloway, Kone and Matthews at the back with Ruta in goal. We're going to be starting off with John Ruddy. As you can tell, we're going with a 5 at the back formation again to see how that goes. Ryan Bennett, Sace and Cody getting starts. Ruben Vinagre, Ben Watson and De Silva Lopez. And Jay Fulton. We got him on loan at the start of the season. He has not played one single minute for the senior squad. I thought it was only fair we give him a chance. Trincao and Andre Green on the wings. Nuadico up front. Our bench is made up of Sarr, House, Neves, Zavada, Doherty, Cavallero and Morgan Gibbs-White. So a lot of key first team players are being rested today. We've got nothing to lose. We haven't. We've got nothing to lose. We've got not much to gain either. But 3 points would be nice to win the season, just to show how close we got to maybe tipping Sunderland to the edge. But we are playing some players that haven't even played together before. So it'll be interesting to see how it definitely interesting to see how it goes. But there's players in this squad that have got to prove to me today why I should keep them next season, because the majority of these are probably looking to sell on. But here's young Trincao with the few minutes he's had. Oh my God, imagine if Fulton scored then. The few minutes Trincao has had, he's looked very, very convincing. Obviously, just at such a young age as well. So here's Tim on for Sunderland. Imagine if that was real life and Fulton scored in like the first 2 minutes. Like the fans would be like, oh, why hasn't he played all season? But Sunderland coming forward again, searching for that goal. Rodwell's shot is blocked, and we can maybe break. The front three for us is very, very quick and dangerous. Dicko, Green and Trincao. Andre Green, I ideally would want him to have some more first team football because he's such a good young prospect. We brought him in for a decent chunk of money at £5 million. But Vinagre with a lovely ball in towards Dicko. We've got a decent shot on goal and it is just over the bar. And it has been a very positive start for us so far. And again, similar to the game in the last episode, every time the ball comes back into play, it seems to be a highlight. Fulton won it, but bounced back off Johnny Williams, who will get a decent ball in towards the big man Graben. And it's out for a goal kick. Goal kick again for Sunderland this time. Just before the 10-minute mark. Rodwell back to Williams. Back to Rodwell again. Into Matthews. Back into Honeyman. Long ball towards Aidan McGeady. McGeady will strike and John Ruddy will collect with ease. 9 minutes gone. And Sunderland again being restricted to shots on range, but we'll take it at the moment. This free kick for them is taken short. Honeyman will shoot, and it is well wide. Andre Green lost out there, and here's Graben on the ball, running forward. I think the good thing about this formation is if a team does get us on the break, we do have normally plenty of men back, so it will restrict teams to long shots like that. And I think next season for us, if we do get promoted to the Premier League, I think that is a formation that I really want to try and stick to a lot. And we know it works. We know the amount of goals and games we won with that formation, it will work. And I think if we try and get our transfer business done early, regardless of the division, and we play a whole pre-season, 90 minutes of every game like that, and training on the tactics, it may well do the job next year again. We're thrown right by the corner flag here to Fulton. And Sunderland win the ball again, but here's Romain Sace playing at centre half today. Not played a lot, to be fair. Probably would have wanted him to play a lot more, but Ndiaye and Neves have been fairly solid through the middle. Here's Fulton again. Great ball to Andre Green. Forces a nice stop from their goalkeeper there. It's a great ball through from Fulton there. Here's Graben. Ball in, and there's a goal. It's Johnny Williams. And it's 1-0. And to be fair, I never realised Sunderland are so close to perhaps actually winning the title. Middlesbrough must have had a really poor end to the season. And Williams scores. Don't know what John Ruddy's doing. But yeah, Middlesbrough must have had a pretty shoddy end to the season if Sunderland may well lift the title with a win today. So there we go, half time. I think we've had a few decent chances, to be fair, but probably not as many as we would have wanted. And Sunderland are doing okay, but you know, with the amount of chances that we've had, and the way we've rotated the team, we're not doing bad. I'm fairly happy, but we can definitely put one or two more of these away. Sunderland need a fair goal swing, mind, to win the league. I think if that's the table as it stands. But I'm pretty happy with how we're going. If we can get a point here with this team, I'll be extremely, extremely happy. Because as you know, this is like a full, bar John Ruddy, I think. this is, and De Silva Lopez, to be fair, this is a full different 11 to what we played in the last game. So 9 changes. Here's Fulton with a shot from range, and it's over the bar. To be fair, on this first half display, a championship side can definitely take a look at him next season and think, yeah, we'll go for him. I am going to bring him off, though. We're going to change it up. We're going to put Ben Watson in at central midfield, and we're going to bring... Actually, I don't really want to bring Neves on. We'll bring on Morgan Gibbs-White. We're going to give Morgan a go. He'll play central midfield, and not as a ball-winning midfielder, though. Probably as a not two DLPs. Let's try him as a Mazzala. Is that going to work? I'm just going to chuck a random roll on him, see what he can do. It's a big task for him. First team game of the season. And his stats are pretty good, and he's got good potential. So hopefully next year as well we can get him some more football. Conor Ronan was similar, and Bakari. All good young players with decent stats. Conor Ronan has done really, really well on his loan out as well. So he's definitely someone we can look at depending on how we play him. It's annoying because a lot of them play it through the middle as like attacking midfielders, and obviously with the quality that we've got in central midfield, and we don't play with attacking midfield, it's difficult. Here's Morgan with a strike, and it wasn't the best of efforts on goal. Just over 20 minutes to go now. As I say, we don't really want to make too many big changes, but we're going to bring on Zavada now. He's not played properly for a while. And out of these players, I don't really want to risk anything, to be honest. So I'll keep it. You know what? One player we can maybe risk. Maybe. Yeah, we'll bring Doc on. That's a maybe risk. But we'll keep Cav, Neves, Courtney House. They're all going to be fresh and fit, hopefully, for the playoffs. Depending on who we get. Timon in Honeyman. And Doherty wins it. And ball forward wasn't brilliant. Here's Kone on the ball. Centre half. Into Ndong. Into Oviedo. Ball in towards Honeyman. Headed away as far as Watmore. Whose ball and his shot was just wide. Long throw to absolutely no one. He wins it back. He keeps it in though. Zavada and Andre Green. Back to Ben Watson. Morgan Gibbs-White. Great ball towards Zavada, who's drifted a little bit wide. Ball in wasn't brilliant. And now here's Duncan Watmore, who'll use his pace to break forward. And he's done very, very well, Duncan Watmore. Back out to Ndong again. Into Honeyman. To Rodwell. Patient build-up from Sunderland here. Honeyman again. Back to Ndong. Forward to Duncan Watmore. And a good ball in this time. And the header is straight at John Ruddy. We're coming in towards the last 10 minutes or so. Sunderland just winding down the clock now. Middlesbrough more or less have their hands on the title. They've obviously gone ahead. They're on 85 points now. But 10 minutes to go. Can we weather this storm? Sunderland firing balls into the box. De Silva Lopez, not the greatest clearance towards Zavada. And Dong again. Back heel towards Watmore, who curls it in towards Oviedo. Thought it was initially a shot, but turned out to be a pretty decent cross. To be honest, Sunderland, they've not had a clear-cut chance. We've had one. I can't quite think which that one was. Trickow will play it over to Morgan Gibbs-White, though. As long as he doesn't shoot. He doesn't, to be fair to him. He finds Doc on the right. And he's cross is blocked as Sunderland can counter again. Honeyman now into Ndong. As long as he shoots from range, he does. And it wasn't the best of strikes again. Just under 2 minutes to go. What more strike is saved by John Ruddy again. We're going to see. That's probably going to be that highlight, the final highlight of the game. Ryan Bennett with a big ball forward. Not really anything to come from there. We've not been brilliant, but at the same time, I could have seen us getting really, really embarrassed here with this sort of rotated lineup. But they're still very, very capable players, and it's not the worst of results, to be honest. Trickow's done pretty well down the left. Zavada comes in. Not the best of back heels from him. Watmore breaking forward on the right again. Ball in again, and there's 2-0. To grab it. It's been coming, to be honest, to the way they've been running down that the right-hand side. It's been Watmore again. He's been really, really decent since Leonardo de Silva Lopez has gone over there. But not the best way to end the season. But as I say, we could have been embarrassed. We could have been slapped a lot more by a team that have, in the end, fairly comfortably been automatically promoted. As it stands, then, we're going to be playing Fulham in the playoffs. A game which they're a pretty good side, but over 2 legs, you'd hope that we can get a win. And if we play Birmingham again, to be fair, Birmingham or Hull, I think Hull are the only team we haven't won against this year out of the 2 games. So that'll be an interesting one for sure. But there's a full-time whistle. We've ended the season with a loss, but nonetheless, finishing 3rd place. It's disappointing that we chucked away top or 2nd spot, but assertively, I'm just going to say unlucky. Most of the players, you know, I think they realise that it was a fully rotated team, and we're going to be now going into the playoff game up against Sunderland. Not Sunderland, Fulham, isn't it? Tactical blunder and winning run. Yeah, it's going to be against Fulham, who managed still by Jokanovic. Lost their last game of the season against Blues, but they beat Sunderland. So it's going to be very interesting indeed. Their recent form has been a bit up and down, similar to us. But next episode, we're going to have a double header against these. But if you enjoyed it today, make sure you smash the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you come back for the double live com against Fulham. And until next time, guys, I'm sure I'll see you all very, very soon.